Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hi Events. Today I am joining you from the long-awaited movie premiere of F1 the movie. We are here at Dialog City's atrium where we are attending the red carpet event. Afterwards we will move upstairs to Dialog City's Scope Cinemas multiplex studio where we will all be watching the movie in IMAX. This is the first time a red carpet event is being held at the atrium of a mall, so we are so excited to be a part of tonight. So stick around for more. I'm Danelle and this is Hi Events. Here with Mr. Rajiv Pandit again. Rajiv, how are you feeling this evening?
Very good, actually. Great to be here for the premiere of the F1 movie.
I imagine it must be exciting for an F1 fan such as yourself. So I want to ask you, if you were to take any two F1 drivers out from all time, which two would you pick to be in your dream team?
Ayrton Senna and Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. All right. Okay, my second question to you is, if instead the cars weren't there and it were tuk-tuks instead, who would win?
The tuk-tuk drivers, right? You got to...
Which drivers? Which drivers from the current pool of F1 drivers would win?
Oh, I like Oscar Piastri, so let's say Oscar Piastri. Yeah.
And if you were an F1 driver, what would your walkout song be onto the grid?
I have no idea. I'm terrible with music now.
Maybe The Weekend or something like that? Something, yeah.
Some reggae music is good.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
So I am here with Mr. Brian Corman. Mr. Brian, how are you feeling this evening?
It's a lovely feeling here. The atmosphere is really, really cool. Everyone seems to be having a great time.
So, speaking about the atmosphere and this event in general, how do you feel about having red carpet events such as these in Sri Lanka now?
They should have it more often because our people are not, they are starting to become too relaxed and not dressing up enough.
I agree. So how can this benefit our people once in a while?
Yeah, they should do it once in a while, not too often, because then people will run short of clothes for their wardrobe. But it will be good for us designers because then we can design more stuff for them.
Agreed. I see what you did there. I love that. Okay. And so how excited are you to watch this film and experience it in IMAX especially?
Well, I'm really excited to watch this because I've been looking forward to watching this movie, and now I'm getting an opportunity to be an invitee for this. And that's a great feeling.
Yes, exactly. And can you just tell me a little bit about how you feel about the IMAX experience, about seeing it in such a big screen with such advanced sound? What do you think that contributes to a movie such as this?
Well, we have been to movie theaters like this in other countries, and we've always wanted to be in our own country watching the same way, right? And now it's all here for us to experience.
So I am here with Mr. Ashan Silva. Mr. Ashan, how are you feeling this evening?
Very good, actually, very good.
So how do you feel being at this red carpet event for this particular movie, F1 the movie?
I'm very honored and privileged to be here, and I think it's a very good movie, so we are going to witness it. Obviously, Hamilton has been one of the producers and coming from Warner Brothers, and F1 involvement in it, it's going to be a very good movie for sure.
I have to agree with you on that. So talking about Formula One, instead of race cars, if tuk-tuks were a part of Formula One, do you think it would be more interesting? I mean, given how our tuk-tuk drivers drive in Sri Lanka, do you think that would be something people would like to see eventually?
I don't know. That is going to be hilarious. I mean, it's going to be all over. It's compared to Formula One, tuk-tuk is something very different, and they will be three-wheeling all the time probably. Actually, two-wheeling.
Okay, so I have one last question for you. If you were to pick a teammate to drive with you in Formula One, who would you pick? Real or fictional? Any character?
I mean, I don't follow Formula One a lot, but my favorite driver in Formula One is Fernando Alonso, and because I have actually raced with him. We raced in the Dubai karting, so his brother lives in Dubai and he comes to drive karting, so and he's been a great driver, so honestly, I would pick him.
So I am here with Mr. Dantha Malagama. Mr. Dantha, how do you feel this evening?
Great.
It's great. Well, that is definitely a word to describe how all of us are feeling this evening. So, my first question to you is, being a racer yourself, how does it feel being here for this prestigious event at this red carpet movie premiere for F1 the movie?
Yeah, actually, what inspired me to become a racer was a movie which I watched when I was 15. It's a Hollywood movie called Silver Dream Racer. After watching that, I wanted to become a world champion. So I think even this movie will inspire a lot of our children.
That's beautiful to hear. That's absolutely wonderful. So my next question to you is, instead of race cars, if there were tuk-tuks in Formula One, would you think it would be as interesting? And who do you think would win from the current Formula One drivers?
I don't think there'll be tuk-tuks, but if there is, I think Alonso or Lewis will win.
Okay. So, my final question to you is, out of all the Formula One drivers, which two drivers would you pick to be in your dream team?
You mean the present drivers or the old ones?
Any.
My favorite has been Ayrton Senna and Nigel Mansell. They are lovely because the old timers. Now the cars are very easy to drive. You get ABS, you get traction control, you get pedal shift. Even when I did Formula 3000s, it was just H pattern, and there was no ABS, there was no traction control, so they were so difficult to drive. So at that time, driving a car which is about 340, 50 without these electronics so-called things you have, it was so difficult, and there was no hands device. It was very dangerous, and there was so much of G-force, and so I think those were, I think you could call them great drivers, yeah.
So I am with Miss Daniela Noia. How do you feel this evening?
I feel very excited for everyone to be here for the F1 red carpet premiere.
So, talking about the premiere, how does it feel having such events here in Sri Lanka? What does that mean for Sri Lanka, and what can we expect from events such as this in the future?
Well, we've been doing events like this now for a good 6-7 years. This is probably the biggest one we've done in about 3 years. And we're very excited. We always try to say to ourselves, okay, what can we do better? How can we make it different? How can we make it more exciting? So that thinking never stops. We want to make the experience just as good as for people here in Colombo as they do worldwide at other premieres.
That's amazing to hear. So my second question to you is, you said yourself just now that this is the biggest event you've had so far, right? In terms of red carpet events. So can you tell me what went into the planning process behind this and how did it come about?
So we've been planning this for about 3 months. A lot of artwork approvals, what to use on the screens, what Warner Brothers guidelines are, and Apple Films, who is very much behind this title. The guidelines were very strict because you have a franchise like F1 and a franchise like Apple. So we had to make it very simple but luxurious. And Mercedes is a global partner worldwide, so we had some steps to follow with that, but it takes about 3 months to plan.
With Mr. Imran Yaku. Mr. Imran, how are you feeling this evening?
Feeling great, feeling fine. Lovely and amazing atmosphere. I'm loving it.
Lovely to hear. So my first question to you is, what sets apart F1 from other sports when it comes to storytelling on screen?
Yeah, so storytelling, because every F1 driver, if you take it, there are 10 teams and there are 2 drivers, right? Each team. All of them have different backgrounds and different ethnicities, and they come from all different parts of the world, right? If you look at individually, if you go back to their, if you dig in a little bit deep to their story and how they got there, right? Nobody took a shortcut. Everybody came up the hard way, right? From karting to probably rallying to Formula 4, Formula 3. Some of them drop out when they get to Formula 2, but then they get back to Formula 3 again. They do well again. You know, so much potential. Some of the principals and the sponsors, they just, you don't necessarily have to be the champion of a Formula 2 or Formula 3. Like how you play along well with the team, you know, discipline, all that matters, you know. So you could be a Formula 4 or a Formula 3 driver, like just one shot you can just get into Formula 1. Not necessarily you have to, you know, step into Formula 2 to become a Formula 1 driver. Yeah. So everyone has a story, right? So this is how they, so there's always a story. I mean, it takes a lot of time to.
I didn't know that. That's so interesting to hear. So thank you for that. And my second question to you is, out of all the F1 drivers, currently and old, who would you pick to be in your dream team? Two F1 drivers.
So currently, see, when you ask that question, most of, if you ask 10 people, whoever it is, they will probably pick the top 5, right? I want Lando Norris, I want Oscar Piastri, I want Hamilton, I want Charles Leclerc. I think with the current generation, I would pick Alex Albon, because I know, like, he drives for Williams, and he doesn't. The team itself, right, has so much heritage when it comes to Formula One, but they don't have big budgets like I do. But with whatever is available, like, he's really ghetto, right? Whatever is available, whatever the team gives him, he's basically doing his level best with that car, with the lowest budget. I mean, he's top 10, I think. I'm not so sure. But when it comes to constructors, the team championship, he's doing his best to keep it at number 5. But anything below that is not considered so great. But he's doing his level best. So I would pick Alex Albon. If it comes to generation, from the past generation, I would definitely pick Ayrton Senna.
So I am here with Chassis Cortez, the head of marketing and PR here at Scope Cinemas. Chassis, how are you feeling this evening?
Fantastic. I am just so happy that we get to do this. This is the biggest red carpet premiere in Sri Lanka so far. And yeah, the excitement is building up and I can't wait to watch the movie again.
Again? Okay, all right. So beyond events such as this, what can we expect from Scope Cinemas to enhance the Sri Lanka movie-going experience?
Okay, so we are actually diversifying our content. Now, so cinemas, gone are the days when it's just for movies, right? So we're trying to showcase different types of content like ballets and operas and theaters and even concerts, right? So what we're trying to do here is that we want to be able to offer the kind of experiences that the whole world are actually experiencing in Sri Lanka itself. I mean, Sri Lanka being a small territory, a lot of people would actually think that this is not possible here. But Scope Cinemas is making it possible because we cannot get left behind. We have to be there with the trends.
I absolutely agree with you on that. And so talking about events such as this, what were the challenges in bringing this event to life today?
Oh my goodness. I guess a lot of Sri Lankan corporates, they were so stuck in old ways wherein they would just plaster, their logos on like movie posters, for example, which is definitely not allowed. So the first challenge really is educating our local market in terms of the do's and don'ts. If you want to be associated with $1 billion title, for example, there are things that you cannot do, right? And there's a process to follow. And so far, it has been positive for us. The local market is slowly learning, even this whole, you cannot bring your phone inside if you're watching the movie 2 days ahead of the public release. They're slowly understanding it. And because of this, the Hollywood studios are not trusting us because they know that Sri Lankans will always do the right thing.
Watching any movie in IMAX never truly seems to amaze me, and F1 the movie is no exception because you cannot help but be truly immersed in the film when sitting in those seats. We highly recommend all our viewers to come watch F1 the movie here at Havelock City's Scope Cinemas Multiplex Studio in IMAX. Well, that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Danelle and this is Hi Events.